Hi, I'm Amirhossein Shahri. I'm here with one other episode of Reviewing Art. Today I want to talk about Black Phone, the movie that just came out, and I watched it yesterday and I found it very interesting. I think we're gonna hear about that more and more as we go forward, but since they didn't spend so much on the budgeting, I think the chances are a little lower than other, like, let's call it like a Stranger Things. When everyone talks about that, Netflix shows that Netflix relies on that show, so more people anticipating to watch that series compared to the movie. That's not so many. I didn't see so much advertisement besides the trailer before any movie that I went to cinema to watch, and also some other posts on Instagram. Spoiler alert! I'm gonna tell you the story, so from there we can move on and then talk about that. So the story is about a psychopath who kidnapped children, kids, and teenagers mostly, and put them in his basement, and then play a game, naughty boy game, with them. So he doesn't close the door completely, and if the kids are tempted and they try to escape, so he can get them back and punish them, and then he can start killing them. Well, before that, if they don't play that game, he cannot kill them. This is the rule that he said. And he has twin houses. Two houses is they're like twins. So in one of the basement, he plays the game with them, punish them. The other one, he buries them after he kills them. And he has one other brother who is unemployed and who is living temporarily with the brother in other house, but he's not allowed to go to the basement, and also he cannot go to his brother's house. The last kid who gets kidnapped, which is the main character, there's a black phone inside the basement, and that one is not plugging anything, like it's not connected and it's not even working. So those souls, those people who died, those kids who died over there, they called him and contacted him and talk to him and talk about their strategy that they had and they failed, so he would take another route, or they give him guidance or help to do better. So actually he's helping from previous experience by those people who died. But how they are communicating with him through that black phone doesn't explain, and it doesn't matter actually, because the movie plays itself. And then when it happens, he makes a communication with them, so he hears them, so he tries to do all those strategy that those kids souls are telling him, suggesting, but all of them fail. But in the end of the story, all those tricks that he was trying, those traps, together, combination of them help him to escape, and he gets out. The good points of the movie: that was very simple, no CGI, no superstar, everything simple, classic, and it still was effective, it still was scary. The monologues, the scenario, those acts, they were really good, well written, and that's why it was really scary when the kid was there and other kids, they were calling him and they were telling him how he's gonna kill him, and he doesn't have so much time. That was very scary. And again, like, the scariest part was the guy, the kidnapper. He had a mask like that with the like very scary smile, and that's it. And when they wanted to make it very scary, he came from dark outside, and then also sometimes, for example, he was in the kitchen and the light bulb on his face made it so scary because of his mask, and that's all. But still it was scary. So you don't have to spend so much money to make something dramatic. All you have to do is a little passion and a little art. Other thing which was good, without any superstar, still they could send a message to you, so you could feel like you are there. And also it was realistic, so sometimes in the end they have to escape somehow, so they try some ideas that is rarely, like, you could even think about that it's almost impossible. But for him, how he escaped this, other than the black phone part, it was very realistic. I like that, especially the idea that one of the kids called him and said, listen, you have to play his game. If you don't play his game, he gets tired, he gets bored, and he kills you. So you have to try to act like you're escaping. So he gets you, you come back. So he goes to the next stage. So from now on, from there, then we can plan. As long as you stay here in the safe zone and you don't play his game, you don't try to escape, and he doesn't catch you, he doesn't move to second stage, and from there over there is some window that you can try to escape completely. And that was very fascinating, how you have to fail knowingly in order to win. But the negatives was they focused so much on the scenario, dialogues, script, act inside the basement that they forgot about outside of the basement. Like for example, cops were doing nothing. All they did, they were waiting for the sister of the person who was kidnapped, because they heard that she sees some dreams that they happen to be true. So they were waiting for her to see some dreams so they could find a clue to find her brother. That's all they were doing. They did nothing. Also, that kidnapper was taking kids twice per week, and he did so many times and no one was caring with them. Like the way people were acting, you didn't see sign of fear in society. The atmosphere wasn't heavy. People were living like nothing is happening, and everything was happening local. It wasn't like in New York you say, oh, it is so big, the chance to be kidnapped is so low. It was like a couple of streets, and every week one of those kids in those streets, they were getting kidnapped, and everyone was acting normal. Even the father, his wife did suicide. His daughter was going the path that his wife did, so probably she would do suicide as well. And then his son got kidnapped. In the end, he was just drinking beer and watching TV. Even though he wasn't a bad guy, he cared. But when the director or writers, they pay so much attention inside the basement, so you forget about the outside. And I think that's another negative. But in the end, the movie had potential. I like that. It was different. It had some messages that it was inspiring. I think right now Joker 2 is coming, the movie Smile is coming, and this movie, like mostly these days, it is fashionable to have a smile if you want to make something scary, like a scary laugh. But in the end, I like the movie and I would recommend you to watch it. From 10, I would give 8. That's a fair number, and I would recommend you to watch it. Thank you for watching this video. I hope to see you next time.